Dusty, get back here. What? I can't tell if I'm getting anything on the video or not.
Good girl. Break.
Hey everybody, welcome to Life Sunny Lee. And it's been a busy week. I've been on the road quite a bit. Sunday went to church, and our oldest son came down and spent Sunday night and all day Monday with us. And Monday I ended up calling the vet to get more medicine for Tiger. Tiger is one of the newest little kittens. They're almost cats now, but they were dumped on us a couple months ago, and Tiger had an eye infection. So I was treating it, and I was running out of medicine, so I had to call and get medicine. And I know more and got through talking to the vet when I got a text from the vet about Dusty. She's been having some really loose bowel movements, and he agrees with me that's probably the food. So he suggests that we take her off the puppy food and put her onto adult food, although we really wanted her on puppy food for a whole year. She's 9 months old now. And also he said no treats and no snacks. Well, that's not going to work. I have to give her a treat just while I'm training her. But the treats are really, really small, and I don't think she's been having them since the very beginning, so I don't think that's the problem. So anyway, I looked up what could cause these looser bowels and how to prevent it. And I came up with 3 things, and one was overfeeding. And I thought maybe that might be a little bit of it, because I'm feeding her like Blue Buffalo, Purina 1 puppy, both are puppies, and transferring her over to a canned wet dog food, adult food, and moist and tender. So she was getting a whole can and a packet of moist and tender, plus she was getting a scoop of Purina 1, and she was getting 3 scoops of the Blue Diamond. So that's quite a bit of food. Blue Buffalo, not the Blue Diamond. So I decided to cut down some of the food. We're still with the can, we're still with the moist and tender, because those are what I'm using for treats for training. And then I also use the Puff Forward cheese puffs. I limit those to 2 a day, and that's the first thing in the morning when I'm getting the collar on her to go outside to walk, and at the end of the day when she knows it's time for bed. The other thing she was getting Griller's chicken, and I'm still giving her some of those, but not very many, because I don't know about those. Anyway, that was one of the things. So I decided to cut down her food to eliminate the Purina 1 puppy for right now, and see if that has anything to do with it. And if they don't harden up after that, then I'll switch it the other way, and then I'll start giving more Purina and less of the other until we find out what the balance is, if that's the cost. Another thing it said it could cost it was if they've been on antibiotics lately and it messed up their gut bacteria. And I got to thinking, she did really well until the 3rd round of the antibiotics for the UTI that she had. And that's when I think I remember it starting. So I ordered some probiotics, and started her on those. They said she could have 2 a day. I've only started with 1. And I have noticed a beginning of a difference. She's on her 3rd day of those. I'm beginning to notice a little bit hardening of them, which is good. So I'm thinking that is her main problem. I'm hoping that's her main problem, because if I can get the probiotics into her system and get her gut bacteria up to right, then it may solve our problem. I won't have to worry about the food so much. I'm hoping. So anyway, got that from the vet and ordered the medicine. I guess called medicine. I ordered the probiotics for her. Got those. Started her on those. And let's see, what else did I do on Monday? Oh, I cleaned out all the cats' crates and their bows. Cleaned all those up and got them all clean. I try to do that at least once every 2 weeks in the winter and every week in the summer. I would do it more in the winter, but I don't have a sink over there that drains that I can just wash them and not bring them. I have to bring them in the house, and then I have to disinfect the sink and everything. In the summertime, I just take them outside to the utility sink out back and wash them. A lot easier. But anyway, I cleaned all their crates and cleaned their bows so they were all clean. Checked all the cats to make sure none of the other ones had any third eyelid showing or any cough or lists or any nose discharge or anything, and they all seem to be good. And let's see, did laundry, and then on Tuesday Tuesday, Bill had an eye appointment in the morning. He went, and then in the afternoon, I had an eye appointment, and he took me. And I'm glad he did, because they dilated my eyes, and I couldn't see a thing afterwards, hardly. So I will have to have new glasses. He's still talking cataract surgery, and I'm still saying no to it. So that's where we're at on that part. I'll get new glasses in about a week or so. And Wednesday we went on a road trip. We went down to Clarksville, and then we went to Jeffersonville, and then we went up to Columbus, just kind of driving around, running some errands, and just kind of enjoying the beautiful day. Let's see. One thing I noticed is that Dusty is starting to get very protective. Every little sound she hears, she starts barking now. And when she hears people coming into our driveway, or a car coming down the driveway, she will alert us and bark. And I'm getting to the point where she's getting really good. I tell her that it's I acknowledge that she's barking for a reason, which is the first thing you do. You don't just tell them to shut up. You go, what's the problem, or something like that, or a good alert, and then you get up and you check and see what it is. And if it's somebody you know, and if it's, you tell them, good job, good person, and you say stop. If it's somebody you don't know, you tell them, good job, watch, thank you. You don't give them a break at that point. If it's a good person, good dog, good person, break, stop and then break. Then they should relax. But if you tell them to watch and don't tell them to break, then they should go into a watching position or a guard position, whichever one you tell them to do, until you find out whether the person is friendly or not, and then you can tell them to break or go to their place. So that's what we're working on, and she's doing better. The first time, she just barked the whole time the person was there. It took her a while to realize that, hey, this is a good person. You when I say break, that's it, But she's learning. And the second time it happened, she did really well. She alerted me that someone was there. We went to the door. The security door was locked. And I didn't know who it was, so I told her, good girl, watch. And that's what she did. She sat and she's by me, and she watched the whole time. And my husband went out and talked to the guy. But I left her on the watch until he got back, and then I took her a break. So we're teaching that, and I was really proud of her that day. She did really, really well. But on my road trip, I really shouldn't do road trips, I think, because when I do, I scroll through my phone and I shop. And I decided that that's the day I bought the stuff for her. And I also decided I was tired of tripping over the shoes all over the downstairs. So I ordered a shoe cabinet, and hopefully it will fit where I'm hoping to put it. And it hasn't got here yet. It's supposed to be here sometime next week. But it's supposed to hold some shoes on the right size, because I made sure I asked if it would hold the big shoes, not just women's shoes, but men's shoes. And it said yes. So hopefully I can get the shoes put away so I'm not tripping over them all the time. I'll have to admit, a lot of them are mine, and a lot of them I will, when I start going through them, I will bring a lot of them up, and some of them will be put in other places. My problem is I used to keep them on the back porch, but I can't keep them on the enclosed porch now unless I want them chewed up. So I ordered that, and then on Thursday we went town and ran some errands. We've been running town every day this week. And I went to use the robot vacuum on the floor. It went about 2 feet and it died. And it's been doing that for me. And I thought, well, I'll just leave it charged for a long time and maybe it won't. Yep, 2 feet and it died. Yeah, it wouldn't even get back to the dock. You had to pick it up and put it back on the dock. So I decided I was going to order a new one. So I ordered myself a new robot vacuum. And the one I got, supposed to vacuum the floor. It's supposed to be able to mop the floor. It's supposed to self-empty itself. And it's supposed to go back to the dock and load itself up. It came Saturday. I ordered it Thursday and it came Saturday. And what else did I order? I also ordered some baskets to organize underneath the bathroom sink. And I ordered an electric fireplace insert. And the reason I did that, we can put a fire in our fireplace downstairs. It's no problem. The problem I have with it is I want the fire in times when I can't really have a fire. That makes sense? Like, I'll want it in the morning when I first wake up, but then we're usually going to town. Well, you can't leave the fire in the fireplace burning when you're gone. So I don't use the fireplace. And in the evening, when I want the fire, you have to start it, open the damper, start it up, warm up the damper, start it up, and then you have to leave it die down. Well, while it's dying down, the cold air is going up the flue because you can't close the damper until all the fire is out. And I don't want to put water because then that makes a mess and it's hard to clean up the ashes. So you're having to shut the fire down early, and then you have to wait to go to bed until they cool down enough so you can close the damper and then go to bed. So the fireplace, if you don't leave it burn constantly and home constantly, it's a little bit of a problem for a wood fireplace. Now the wood stove we have no problem with. It's all enclosed. Well, even the fireplace is enclosed. It's just that it's not as, to me, it's not as safe as the wood stove. And I don't feel safe leaving the fire in the fireplace while we're gone. Where I do feel safe leaving a fire burning lowly in a slow fire burning in the wood stove. So I ordered this electric fire insert. And it's supposed to resemble a real fire. And it's supposed to be a heater or space heater also. And I'm hoping it'll work. My problem is it says it's a 6-foot cord. And I just barely have 6 feet by the time it wraps around everything to get to the plug. So we're holding our breath on that one to make sure it's going to work. But I'm hoping. Anyway, I ordered that on Thursday. And then Friday, stayed home most of the day. Then about 2:30, we left to go to Columbus Chris had a meeting, he had to go up there, and we just decided we'd take him up and we'd eat out. My husband and I would eat out while Chris was in his meeting, because we hadn't eaten in Columbus for a while and we wanted to go up there. So we did that on Friday, and then on Saturday we went to town, got groceries, and ran a few errands. Our church is having a church food drive, so we contributed with that, helped with that. And then came home and got all the animals taken care of, and Sean, our oldest son, came home. So he was home Saturday night, and we enjoyed his company. I checked the cats. Tiger is doing much better. Her third eyelids are almost completely back where they're supposed to be. She's not sneezing, and she's eating really well. And I actually had enough medicine until, Saturday night was the last of the bottle. So on Sunday I'll have to open the new bottle for her. But at least she's doing better, and I keep watching the other cats. Monkey Blue is sneezing a little, but I'll just have to keep an eye. There's no discharge or anything, so I'll just keep an eye on him. So that is what we've been doing this week, along with the cleaning that I have been doing in my 15-minute spare time. You can watch that video, which comes out on Wednesdays, on what I cleaned for that week and what I'm cleaning for the next week. So hopefully you're following along with that. Hopefully I'll get a video up on the Country Girl. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting myself motivated to go and work in the garden and start the plants this year. And I will try to get a video up and explain why that is happening. So like, share, subscribe. Remember, dream big, follow that dream, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.